welcome to an episode of the Secrets of Science. And for today, I got a little study on forces. And I want to introduce you to some of the guys here behind me. So let me do that. So I've got Brody and Riley Cook.
Howdy.
And I have Trey and I have Xander. And these guys, trust me, have force. Now, a force can be either a push or a pull, and you'll see these guys doing this, both pushing or pulling, and you'll see how that works. Well, to start off, I'm having both these guys push the goal. So go ahead, guys, give it a push. Now, what you'll notice is that the goal isn't moving, and that's because they are opposing each other, they're fighting against each other, and really those forces are balanced. All right, now I'm gonna have these guys work together. So go ahead, boys, get that up to the line. And what you'll notice is some are pulling, some are pushing, but they're working together. And that's when you increase force. You actually add forces together. Well done, boys. Now, another example of forces is when you notice behind me, the goal is not moving. But you know what? There is force acting on that. The force of gravity. But you have the force of the ground pushing upwards. So there's forces at work. It's just not that exciting because it's not moving. Those forces are balanced. Got one of my seniors here, Steven, captain of the team. And he's going to demonstrate something, Newton's law, that objects in motion, well, first off, you know that ball is going to stay at rest unless there's a force like Steven that sends it. But objects in motion, Newton said, would continue in motion. So go ahead, Steven. So he sent that ball in motion, and what you're going to see is that, does it continue in motion? Well, actually it doesn't. Why is that? Well, it's because of friction. So there was a force that stopped it. Also got another soccer player here, Xander, with me, and he's going to demonstrate how forces sometimes combine and they affect how things move. You'll see how this soccer ball moves because there's a few different forces acting upon it. All right, go ahead, Xander. Send that ball. Nice. You know what you noticed in that kick was that the ball went flying through the air and went upward, but then it began to curve and come down. Why is that? Well, he applied that force towards it, but you got the force of gravity that pulls things down. So objects, many times, they don't travel a straight line. They follow a curved path, and that's because of gravity. And it's those same principles that affect everything in motion. The reason they curve, the reason they drop, the reason they go straight. It all depends on the forces acting on these objects. You know, science it's interesting. We don't think about it a lot of times when you're playing sports, but there's so much to it. And when we expand our mind and think about space and the things that affect the stars and the moon and all the things that make up this universe, those same principles are at work. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this episode of the Secrets of Science.